everyone, my name is Sabine. Thank you so much for joining me for my Pilates class today. All you'll need for your equipment is a mat. This is an intermediate level class, but I'll try to offer some modifications along the way. So we're going to get started very nice in a child's pose position. So come on down to your knees. Your knees are about as wide as the mat, and you're going to have a seat on your heels. And then walk your hands out in front of you until your forehead hits the mat. Good. Settling into this position, use your hands to press your hips back down onto your heels, and then walk your fingertips in front of you so you get a nice stretch in your upper back and shoulders. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale. As you exhale, let your chest get a little closer to the mat. And one more time, big breath in. And a slow breath out through your mouth. Good. Press yourself up now onto your hands and knees. So coming into a quadruped position, hands under your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. We're just going to do a couple cat and cows. So you're going to drop your belly down to the floor, lifting your head and tailbone. Slide your shoulders back so you're wide through your collarbones, and maybe look up at the ceiling. And then as you exhale, rounding your back, so lifting your belly button towards the ceiling, chin to your chest, tucking your tailbone under. Again, inhale, drop the belly, look up, wide through the collarbones. Exhale, belly button to spine, around your back. One more time, inhale, belly down, chest lifts. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to the chest, rounding your back. And then bring yourself into a flat back position. Let me adjust my mic here. So staying in that tabletop position, you're going to reach your right arm out in front of you, parallel to the floor. And then kick your left leg behind you, also parallel to the floor. Dial your pinky toe of the left foot down so that you level out your hips. And try to imagine that your right arm and left leg are in line with the floor. Take a big breath in here, taking up space. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your back and bring your right elbow to your left knee. Again, inhale, lengthen, reaching the fingers and toes away from each other. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pull and contract. One last time. Inhale, lengthen, and hold it here. Now you're going to bring your right arm out to the side so that it's parallel to the floor. And your left leg out to the left side, trying to keep it lifted parallel to the floor. Hold it here for a big breath in. Exhale, drop the left foot flat onto the floor. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Try to open your chest to the right side of the room. And look up at the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Good. Now as you exhale, your right arm is going to come underneath you, sliding your shoulder onto the mat, and the right side of your head drops down. Use your left hand to press into the mat to look up at the ceiling, twisting your upper back. Hold it here. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist a little deeper. One more time. Big breath in. And exhale out. On your inhale, sweep your right arm back up. And then plant the right hand back down onto the mat. You're going to take your left leg out to the side and your left arm up to the ceiling. So we're in a modified side plank on the right hand and right knee. Now reach that left arm up and overhead, taking up lots of space from your left fingers to your left toes. And then plant that left foot down flat on the mat. You're going to push down into your right hand and step it back to side plank. Good. Hold it there. Bicep by your ears, shoulders are down, belly button pulled in. Take a nice deep breath here. And then as you exhale, bring that right knee back down to the mat and bring everything back in for quadruped. Other side, inhale, your left arm reaches forward, thumb facing up to the ceiling, and your right leg back behind you. Flex your foot like you're standing on the floor. And dial your right pinky toe down to face the floor to level out your hips, so your hips are even. Belly button draws up towards your spine, protecting your back. Take a big breath here. And as you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, take up lots of space. Exhale, contract left elbow to right knee. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen, get long. Exhale, pull it in. 1 last time. Inhale, lengthen, and hold. Good. Belly button still pulled into your spine. Left arm goes out to the left side of the room. Right leg goes to the right side of the room, trying to keep your left arm and right leg parallel to the floor. Hold it here for a breath in. As you exhale, plant the right foot down flat on the floor. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Look up at your fingers. Inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to thread that left arm underneath you, and the left side of your face comes down onto the mat. Use your right hand to push into the mat so that you can look up at the sky. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper, really rotating the upper back. 1 more breath in, and a full breath out. You're going to inhale, sweep your left arm back up to the ceiling, and then just the left hand plants flat on the mat. Kick your left foot out to the side towards the left just a little bit. Right arm and right leg lift up. Again, modified side plank. And then reach that right arm overhead as the right foot plants down flat on the floor. And then from the strength of your left arm, step it to side plank. Right bicep by your ear, chest is forward, shoulders back. Hold it here for 2 more breaths. You can always modify by keeping that knee down on the mat. 1 more inhale. Exhale, place your left knee back onto the mat and the right hand and knee come back. Good, staying there. Give me a few more cat and cows. So dropping the belly, lifting the head, and then rounding the spine, chin to your chest. Good, again, dropping the belly and rounding. Good, last time. Drop, look up, and chin to chest, round your back. All right, from here, you're gonna step your legs back into a plank position just for a moment, and we're gonna slowly lower down onto the mat, bending the elbows, keeping the elbows down by your side, and dropping your belly onto the floor. All right, so you're gonna bring your arms out into a goal post position, 90 degrees at the shoulders and 90 degrees at your elbows. Forehead rests on the mat. With an inhale, you're gonna lift your arms, your head, neck, and chest, floating above the mat. Now hold it here for a moment. Tuck your chin slightly so that the back of your neck feels nice and long. You don't wanna be looking in front of you, but really down at the floor. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're gonna reach your arms in front of you. Inhale, bend your elbows back by your side. And then exhale, lower the arms and the forehead. Let's do it again. Inhale, everything floats up, back of the neck long. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale to lift higher as you bend your elbows. Exhale to lower slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach forward, long arms. Inhale, lift higher as you bend your elbows. And exhale, lower everything slow. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward 1 inch further. Inhale, lift 1 inch higher. And exhale down. Great, 1 more time. Inhale, lift, head, neck, and chest. Exhale, reach further forward. Inhale, bend the elbows, lift higher. And lower slow. Excellent. Keeping your forehead down on the mat, reach your arms out in front of you, separating your arms and legs about the width of your mat. We're gonna go for a swim. So go ahead and lift up the arms, head, neck, and chest, and then also lifting the legs. You have the option of leaving the legs down on the mat if you just wanna focus on the upper body. But if you can, lifting all 4 extremities, again, back of the neck is long, looking down at the mat. From this position, you're gonna lift your left arm and right leg a bit higher, and then lower. Good, now your right arm and left leg lifts a bit higher, and then lower. Let's pick up the pace. Swimming, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, we're going to 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale. And exhale, back of the neck, long, last 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knees and just drop your feet side to side, just to loosen up your lower back a little bit. You've got one more exercise here on our belly, but give your back a little break. Windshield wiping your feet side to side. All right, stretch the legs out, back long on the mat, forehead to the mat, and this time the palms are gonna go flat on the mat by your side. So forehead down. Keeping your forehead down on the mat, I want you to lift your shoulders away from the mat so you feel your shoulder blades pull in towards the spine. Stay there. Now walk your fingers away from your ears and start to peel up your head, neck, and chest, but the fingers are still down, walking back towards your feet. Good. Once you can get your fingers no further away from you, float the arms up off of the mat. Hold it here. The palms are facing the floor. The pinky fingers are reaching together, and the elbows are long. Good. Back of the neck is long, chin tucked slightly towards the chest. Hold it here. You're going to bend your right knee, grab your right ankle, and then bend your left knee, grab your left ankle. Flex your feet like you're standing on the ceiling, and then kick your feet behind you to peel open your chest. It's okay if you're still down here, or maybe even just doing one leg at a time if you can't reach both. But if you can, both ankles are in your hands, and you're powerfully kicking your feet away from you. Good. Hold it here, wide through your collarbones. Again, back of the neck is long. Take 2 deep breaths. One more breath. And then exhale, lower slow. Good. Hands under your forehead again. Windshield wiper your knees a few times to the right and the left, loosening up your lower back. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and lie on our right side. I'm going to bring my tack here in front of me. So a couple options for your positioning. I like to line up my body against the back edge of the mat and then kick both of my legs forward towards the front corner. You can bring both hands behind your head, which is going to be a bit more challenging, or the top hand can stay down here on the mat. If this position bothers your neck at all, you also have the option of stretching out the bottom arm and just resting your ear on your bicep. So I'm going to try to start in this more challenging position. This top leg is going to float up just a little bit so that your feet are hips distance apart. You're going to flex your top left foot, bring it forward as far as you can, and then point the foot and reach it behind you. The challenge is not to rotate the spine, but to keep it as neutral as possible. Inhale, flexing the foot forward, and then exhale, point and reach it back, really engaging that glute. Inhale, forward, exhale, back, long leg. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. Good, let's do 4 more. Inhale, exhale, long leg, squeeze that glute. 3, and reach. Very nice. 2, and reach. Nothing moving up here. Last one, flex, and then point and reach it behind you as far as you can. Hold for a moment, and then bring that top leg just above the bottom. Good. You're going to point this top leg as you lift it up about a foot or 2, and then flex your foot and lower. Point that top leg and lift, flex and lower. Good, keep going. So I don't want you to lift the leg up as high as you can. I just want you to keep it in a neutral position. Toes are facing forward, and it's only lifting about a foot or 2. Good, point and reach, flex and lower. Good, 3 more, point and reach, flex and lower. Imagine that my hand is there in front of your foot and you're reaching out to try to touch it. Last 2, flex and lower. Last one, point and reach, flex and lower. Good. Point that top leg. You're going to start to draw little circles, about the size of the magic ring if you have one of those. So just imagine the circle is about a 12-inch diameter. It's not very big. Again, challenging yourself to keep the pelvis level and still. Reverse the direction. Option to bring that upper arm down to the mat for more stability. Good. Using your glute as you go back and lift. Glute, back and lift. 2 more. Good, last one. Excellent. Bring that top leg up, keeping that leg anchored so that top leg isn't going to go anywhere. The bottom leg is going to lift to join the top and lower. So you should feel some inner thigh lift and lower, and some obliques. Lift and lower. Good, lift. 4 more, stick with me. You've got 4. That top leg doesn't move. 3, And the upper body is still. 2. All right, finale. Last one. Lift and hold. Now glue both of your legs together as you drop both feet down and lift. 8. Lower and lift. 7. Good. 6. You should feel a little obliques working. 5. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 3. Don't let those knees bend. Exhale. 2. And last 1. Hold for a moment. And then slowly lower down. All right, using your hands, you're going to press yourself up. You're going to bring your right leg in front of you so that the shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. And your left leg is going to go behind you. Now see if you can level out your pelvis. So pressing that left hip down so you feel both hip bones down on the mat. Taking your arms out to the side. Reaching over to the left, side stretch. Right arm goes up and over. If you can, see if you can drop that left elbow down to the mat. Pull your right arm back slightly and maybe look up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. Imagine I've got your right hand and I'm pulling you so that right arm is long. Inhale back up to the top. And then exhale, side stretch over to the left. Same thing. This right arm is using pressure, so you get a stretch here on the left side of your body. And if you want more of a stretch, you can drop down to the elbow. But for me, it actually feels better to keep my arm straight. So reaching long through the left arm. Again, left arm is back, maybe looking up at the ceiling. Taking 2 breaths here, really imagining I'm pulling on your left fingertips. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale yourself back up to sitting. You're going to swing your back left foot around so that the foot comes over your right knee into a double pigeon. So a couple options. You can sit just regular crisscross applesauce, or you can bring that foot on top. Now your knee might be lifted here, which is totally fine. Just work on sitting up tall, even if your knee is lifted. But if you can, press that top knee down. Your shins are parallel to each other and level with the front of the mat. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale, dive forward, walking your fingertips away from you. And then dropping your chin to your chest. We're going to stay here for about 30 seconds, which is a long time to hold this stretch. But I want you to really enjoy it and get an opportunity to truly relax. So softening your glutes, softening your hips and your legs, doing some nice belly breathing. Reaching your fingers maybe a little bit further away from you. Maybe the elbows can come down to the floor. Make sure the head is nice and heavy, neck is relaxed. Softening your arms and your shoulders. And softening your face and your neck. Good. Take 3 more breaths here. Completely relaxed. Hips are nice and heavy. One more full inhale and a full exhale. All right, use your hands to press yourself up. Back to sitting tall. All right, we have another side to finish. So go ahead and lie on your left side. Same thing, line yourself up with the back edge of the mat and then bring both feet in front of you a little bit on a diagonal. Options again, both hands can be behind your head or one hand on the mat in front of you. I'll show this modification this time. So both legs are long. You're going to lift that top leg, flexing your foot, bringing it in front of you as far as you can without moving your spine, long spine. And then point the foot. Use your glute as you reach behind you as far as you can. Flex the foot, bring it forward. Point and reach back. Good. Flex and forward. Point and reach. Really engaging the glutes, making that knee nice and long. Flex it forward. Point and reach. I think this is one of the hardest moves to get. Flex it forward, point and reach. Pelvis is nice and still. 4 more. Flex it forward. Point and get longer as you reach behind you. 3 more. Point and reach. Good. 2. Point and reach. Last one, best one. Abs engaged. Pull that leg in close and then reach it back. Hold it there for a moment. Get longer and then bring it together. All right, that top leg is going to point and lift, again, about a foot or 2, not all the way up to the ceiling, but in parallel. Flex and then lower the feet together. Point and lift, flex and lower. Good, point and lift. Flex and lower. Keep going. I want you to imagine someone pulling on that top leg, so much so that there's a little bit of space underneath your body and the mat. So keeping both sides of your torso long. Last 3, flex and lower. Good, last 2, flex and lower. Last one, best one, reach, flex and lower. Good, point that top foot again. We're going for little circles. Remember, they're pretty small and slow and controlled. The goal is mainly not to move the pelvis, to keep the abdominals engaged and the body nice and still. You're just rotating your femur in your hip socket. Good, reverse. Good, as you go back, don't forget, just like we did before, engage the glutes to get that leg behind you just as much as it's coming in front of you. Last 3. Good, last 2. Remember, option is top hand can stay here behind your head. Last 1. All right, one leg on top of the other. You're gonna lift that top leg and keep it there. The bottom leg is gonna join it and lower. That top leg is anchored. Lift and lower. Good, 6 and lower. 5, this top hand really comes in handy here. 4, for balance. 3, good, both toes are pointed, legs are long. 2, do you guys remember the finale? Last one, hold it there, both legs glued together, lower and lift. 8, exhale, inhale, exhale. 6, obliques are working. 5, don't let those knees bend. 4, 3, very nice. 2, last one, hold it for a moment, feel it, and lower slow. Good, use your hands to press yourself up. The left leg is in front of you this time, right foot behind you. Try to ground that right hip down into the mat as much as possible, getting your hips level, which is hard to do. Take the arms out to the side. Let's go for a side stretch to the right. Right hand down, left arm up. Again, if you're very flexible, maybe you bend that right elbow and it comes down towards the mat. Left arm is reaching as if I'm pulling on your fingers. And then press your chest forward slightly, look up at the ceiling. Good, take a deep breath in here, really feeling the stretch on the left side. And back up to the center. Good, left hand goes down, side stretch. Try not to let this right hip lift off. I'm using my left arm to push my right hip down onto the mat. Good, so a counter stretch. Option to come down to your elbow if that feels better. I'm gonna stay with the arm straight. Good, looking up at the ceiling, arm back, chest forward, big inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, sitting up tall, swinging your back foot around. Again, options, just sitting crisscross, applesauce. Bringing that top foot up. Maybe your knee is lifted and you're just using your hands to work on sitting up tall. Or if you can, pressing that top knee down and walking your hands in front of you. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Walk your hands as far in front of you as you can get them. Drop your chin to your chest, maybe come down to your elbows. And if you need props here, this is a great time to put a pillow or a block or something in front of you so you feel like you can relax completely. Good, drop the chin to the chest. And just like the other leg, we've got another 25 seconds here so that you really can completely relax for a moment. And after all that side glute work, that is really hard to do. So as you exhale, try to soften your pelvis, relax your hips. Exhale, soften and relax both of your legs, nice and heavy. Inhale, really expanding the belly and the rib cage. And as you exhale, maybe going out a little bit further and dropping your head. Good, take 3 more slow breaths. Inhale to fill up completely. And as you exhale out completely, just relaxing a little bit more. 2 more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Slow it down. Last time, big inhale. And big exhale. Good. Use your hands to walk yourself back up to sitting. And then sitting up nice and tall, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders and sigh it out. All right, you guys, excellent work today. Thank you so much for joining me for this on-demand class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you.